If you know, you know. And if you know, in the sport of boxing, upsets happen all the time. That's why it's the theory of the unexpected. Then what's understood don't got to be explained. However, Andy Ruiz haven't been training for the past 2 months, at least according to reports. Tyson Fury stated that, and multiple sources did as well. And he seemed to be partying it up at this moment, living his best life. So Andrew Ruiz, what he needs to do is get himself back in training camp and in the shape that he was in his previous fight, which what won him the title. You don't want to end up being a Buster Douglas in the sport of boxing, where he upset Tyson, even though when Tyson knocked him down, he got up in like 14 seconds, and the referee did him a favor like he did Tyson Fury and gave him extra time, even though obviously Buster Douglas captured the moment and got up and got the knockout. But my point is, you don't want to end up being a Buster Douglas where it was just a one-time thing. Buster Douglas, if y'all don't know at the time, I believe his mom passed away, and he was very motivated for that fight. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson was slacking in training camp, at least according to Mike Tyson himself. And then that results in Mike Tyson getting knocked out. And the big fight at the time was actually Tyson versus Holyfield. But Douglas ended up fighting Holyfield after that, and Holyfield ended up knocking him out with the right hand when Douglas threw an uppercut. However, look at Buster Douglas and how he looked and what kind of shape he was in when he fought Tyson, and then what kind of shape he was in when he fought Holyfield. Obviously, he didn't train for Holyfield like he trained for Tyson. But my point is, you don't want that to happen to you, Ruiz. So what Ruiz should do is get back to the gym and start training like there's no tomorrow. He need to start training like he not a champion yet. Like he don't have a silver spoon, because that's what Joshua is doing. Regardless if Joshua is talking mad crap about Ruiz, saying he landed a lucky shot and that he's weak, regardless of what he say and what he contradict himself with, he's still training. He's still busting his ass since he lost. He's really taking the rematch seriously, even though he claimed that he took the first fight seriously as well. However, I must point out that he also stated after he lost that he took Ruiz lightly. So which one is it? But we all know Anthony Joshua is a second nature for him to contradict himself over and over again. He even came out and stated that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury froze him out. And what's funny is he the one that made that term. He came out with that term and he said, we freeze Deontay Wilder out if he doesn't behave. He thought he was the man. Now, funny enough, what makes the world turn around is the money, not you, Anthony Joshua. Now, Deontay Wilder is the man. So my point is, regardless of what AJ say, he's still training. He's still taking the fight seriously, like it's the most important fight of his life. And that's what Ruiz should do, because he don't want to end up like Buster Douglas, like I pointed out. He has the skills to win the rematch. I actually favor him to win the rematch, but he has to get his head clear. He claimed that he want to lose a lot of weight and end up being the Mexican Anthony Joshua. But at the end of the day, talk is cheap. It's hard to become a champion, but it's even harder to maintain as a champion. And that's why Hagler said it's hard to get up and run miles in the morning when you have millions in the bank. And that's why Floyd Money Mayweather always preaches hard work and dedication, because even though he made over $1 billion in the sport of boxing, he still trained like he was broke. He still trained as if he was homeless. His work ethic is out of this world. So in order for Ruiz to win the rematch, he has to do the same thing. And obviously it's still early, but Ruiz been living it up. So he gained a lot of weight. So he must start the training camp, or at least lose weight, so he could be more focused on the technical aspect during camp and not just lose weight. We know it's heavyweight, so you don't got to make weight, but you don't want to go in the fight carrying extra weight that's not going to help you out. Obviously, I'm not expecting Andy Ruiz to go in the ring looking like Anthony Joshua, but I'm just saying, according to Ruiz, he stated he want to lose a little weight for this fight in particular. So I suggest Andrew Ruiz to hit the gym instead of hanging around with the wrong crowd. And like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't, and listen to these casual fans. And follow Lantoon Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. Follow me at Aki TV. All the links will be in the description box below. And to be continued on the next episode of Aki TV. Peace, and we out.